From the man that is blue to the woman with the longest fingernails. There are so many extraordinary people in this world that I'm sure you have never heard of. Here are your top 10 unusual people you wouldn't think exist, but do. In our number 10 spot, we have the woman with the longest fingernails. Basically, this woman is Medusa, but instead of snakes for hair, she has fingernails that are so long that they literally look like snakes. I'm still kinda in shock that this person is real. Her name is Christina Walton. She lives in Las Vegas, naturally. I mean, where else would you go to be a record breaker? I love it. She apparently stopped trimming her nails in 1990, guys. That's when I was born. I wonder how the heck she does anything. She definitely needs her own reality show. I want to just watch her and see how she survives. Also, I literally break my nails like every few days, not gonna lie, so how the heck has she managed to not break a nail in 32 years? I'm shooketh. This is clearly one of the most interesting people on the planet. In our number 9 spot, we have the most tattooed woman. Maria Jose Cristerna holds the record for most tattooed woman in the world, but honestly, I think she's so much more than that. Maybe I don't get out much. Yeah, I don't get out much, so it's probably just me. But I don't think I realized that there were people in this world that had little bump implants like she does. I'm like shocked. I wonder what drew her to decide to have this surgery, which I looked it up, it's called a subdermal implant. She apparently also has a split tongue, many piercings, ear expansions, scarifications, and dental implants. Interesting. She also owns a tattoo parlor, of course, has her own clothing line called Vampire Woman, and is a criminal justice attorney. Of course. Interesting how she called herself Vampire Woman. Is she telling us that she drinks blood too? Yikes, I'm a wimp, and even the thought of blood makes me weak. Let's move on. In our number 8 spot, we have the guy that never sleeps. Look, I'm a big fan of sleep. In fact, I could sleep right now. I have the opposite problem that this guy in this spot has. I sleep too much. Hein Up never sleeps. Apparently he has not slept in 46 years. What? How is this even possible? He cannot be human. I wish I couldn't sleep. I wonder if it bothers him or if it's just a way of life for him. Imagine all the things you could do with that extra time. Like, to me, it seems like a blessing. It's almost as if he gets to live a double life, as at least 50% of our life is spent sleeping. Wait, maybe that's just me. Okay, 33%, whatever, I sleep a lot. Anyways, he doesn't suffer any ill effects as one might assume, and he allegedly gets more manual labor done in one day than a man who does sleep, which makes sense because of the extra time, but you wouldn't think he could because of the lack of sleep, so that's pretty wild. In our number 7 spot, we have very long dreads. Asha Mandela is a woman originally from Trinidad and then moved to New York, and for the last 25 years, she has been growing her hair. Wow. Since 2008, she has held the record in the Guinness Book of Records for world's longest dreads. She even refers to herself as the Black Rapunzel, and I'm here for it. The fact that her hair is in dreads and she has the longest dreads, it makes me wonder how long her hair would actually be if she took it out of the dreads. Literally, people that can grow their hair even to their bum, I'm always amazed by. My hair grows like literally maybe an inch a year, maybe, if I'm lucky. I wish I could have extremely long hair. I just wish. I want to be like Rapunzel. My inner Disney princess is obsessed with the fact that she owns that title. In our number 6 spot, we have the guy that never gets tired. Okay, this next person that I'm about to tell you about, he's clearly a superhero. I don't know, you decide, but I think so. His name is Dean Karnassus, and he is a rare specimen that never gets tired. Yes, there is a person on this planet that never gets tired. Why couldn't I have been this person? I'm always tired. That's why I sleep so much. Maybe I should get that checked out, now that I think about it. Usually exercise will cause a buildup of lactic acids, and this will cause fatigue and muscle aching. But Dean's body flushes out the lactic acid at a superhero quick rate, and so he recovers extremely fast and never gets tired. Apparently he once ran 350 miles before stopping. That's 80 hours. Whoa, that's insane. I can't believe he's even human. Perhaps he's not. In our number 5 spot, we have extremely large legs. There is a woman named Mandy Sellers who has extremely large legs. Ever since she was a child, her legs just kept growing. This is actually due to a rare genetic mutation. Her one leg wouldn't stop growing that the doctors actually had to amputate it, but then the stump continued to grow. Apparently the stump alone weighs 40 pounds. What an extraordinary woman. And when you watch her interviews, she's really inspiring, so composed. She's done quite a lot of promotional media to help raise awareness around the condition, and she continues to persevere and live life to the fullest, being a role model for so many. And honestly, we inspired over here. In our number 4 spot, we have Catwoman. This one honestly is probably not going to shock most of the internet these days, as the world is a fascinating place, but I truly was still shocked by the fact that there is someone out there that had plastic surgery to make themselves look like a cat. I don't know, I think that's fascinating. I personally would have just played around with makeup and done a cute cat eye, but to each their own. Jocelyn Whittlestein is an American billionaire who has had quite a lot of plastic surgery, and yes, she had surgery to look like a cat. Apparently her husband at the time was into it, but sadly they ended up divorcing. I truly hope that she loves it and doesn't regret the decision, because that's all that matters. It really is all that matters. I would never change my appearance for anyone, but if I made that decision, then I would just stand by it and own it, you know? I hope she does. Cats are cute. In our number 3 spot, we have the Blue Man. There is a man on this planet that is blue. So he wasn't born blue, and he turned blue by unfortunately ingesting colloidal silver to treat a skin condition. But unfortunately the silver reacted with the sun and changed the color of his skin. The condition that he got is called argyria. He gained a bit of notoriety going on talk shows and explaining what happened to him, and he also helped spread awareness around being careful when ingesting silver. In our number 2 spot, we have the guy who remembers everything. There is a guy by the name of Joey DeGrandis who has a highly superior bioautographical memory, which basically means that he can recall any information that's occurred to him during his life with 100% accuracy. Don't bother getting into a fight with this guy. He remembers everything, and as your perception gets skewed by time, Joey's will never change. How fascinating. I can't imagine what it's like to have him as a friend. Be hard to argue with him over anything. Apparently for so much of his life he thought it was a parlor trick until he heard about it on the news, and ever since then he has participated in experiments to study his intelligence. I bet you he's accessed a part of the brain that most of us just haven't been able to yet. The downside of this is that along with remembering everything, you remember the feelings that come with memories, and that could trigger heartache as if it just was happening right now, or even depression and anxiety. Imagine that you could recall a memory of breaking up with your first love, and you recall that memory in every detail wherever you go. That would be extremely hard to live through over and over again. In our number 1 spot, we have the human tow truck. This is probably my favorite one on this list, hence the reason I put it in first. There is a guy by the name of Valu Radhakrishna who is deemed inhumanly strong. Not in the usual way of having tons of muscles and working out like a madman. Valu has an insanely strong jaw and mouth. Get this, in 2003 he pulled 2 KTM commuter trains that weighed 574,964 pounds. With his teeth. Huh? This guy is obviously a god, or was blessed by a god. How is this even possible? This ability seems quite magical to me, and I would love to know if you agree in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Melissa Melotti, your host. You can follow me on Insta or YouTube at Melissa Melotti. I will see you next time. Have a good day.